Welcome back to The Grind. In this video, as promised, we are going to break down the updated arena milestones and the value that you can get from spending your time in each of them. Now, as you can see, I did the Summoner's Trials as well as the basic 6-star arena. I did not really do anything in the featured because the milestones are so spread out that it really isn't valuable for your time if you're grinding for units. But if you have a ton of 6-star champions and you're an intense arena grinder and you complete all the other milestones, then you might as well throw your 6 stars into the 6-star featured arena to pick up some extra rewards. But we're going to take a look at the Summoner Trials and the basic arena, which the basic 6-star arena now has been limited down to 4 million, and the point spread milestones are about 500,000. And 500,000 points is very easy to get with about 5 rounds of your 5-star champions. You can still use your 6 stars. They will give an equal amount to the 5 stars. So your rank 2s are going to give about the same amount of points, but your rank 3s are still going to be giving you extra points in this arena if you would like to use them here, which is what I did. So it did help speed up my grind. But about 500,000 points is about 5 rounds of your top champions, and that gives you 15 units for several of the milestones. And so this is a very good arena actually for your time, which we'll take a look at shortly when we compare everything. Now in the Summoner's Trials, I did not do all of the milestones, but I did several of them. I went all the way to about 2.3 million, which is comparable to the milestones that they used to have when they originally did the rework. But as you'll see when we break it down, the point spread here being 300,000 for the remainder of the milestones gives you a bit less value for your time invested than the initial milestones did. So if you've seen my other arena comparison videos, this is the stats that I got from doing the original arena. Now it does take about 7 to 9 minutes per 5 rounds, which is roughly about 1.5 minutes per round. And when I did all the arenas, this is what I found. Using my 4-star champions in the lower tier arena, I could get over 2 units per minute from my time invested. Doing the 5 stars in the basic arena, I got almost 2 units per minute. And then the 6-star arena was less than 1.5 units per minute because the milestones are just so much more spread out. So our goal is to get as close to 2 units per minute as possible. However, when they initially did the rework, it was just horrendous because the milestones were so spread out, the champions gave less points, and so you were getting much less than ideal. And the further you go into the arena, the further the spread is, and therefore it would just get even less valuable for your time. Now, this is my results for doing the new arena after the second rework, where we have the Summoner's Trials up to 4 million points, and the basic 6-star arena milestones were decreased to 4 million points as well. And when you see this, you'll look at the basic 6-star arena, and we got 2 units per minute, which is fantastic. So that is actually better than the Summoner Trials arena, which we ended up getting about 1.8 units per minute. But we're going to see where that comes into play, because the Summoner Trials arena is going to be the best for your time initially, and the further in you go, the less valuable it gets, whereas the basics 6-star arena is better if you end up pushing further in the Summoner Trials. And that's because the point spread for the basic hero 6-star arena is about 500,000 for the majority of the milestones, and it doesn't really get much wider. That means that, like I said, 5 rounds will get you to the next milestone. And if you're using rank 5 equivalent champions or higher, those 5 rounds can go very quickly, and you get 15 units for about 7 to 8 minutes of time, giving you a very good ratio for all the milestones. Now, when you look at the Summoner Trials arena, you can see the milestone point spread changes significantly throughout the arena. And if you look at the initial ones, you get 13 units for 17,000 points, and then 13 more units once you hit 35,000 points. That's some very cheap units. And then it'll go to about 150,000 points per milestone, then 200,000, then 250, and then 300,000 points per milestone for the remainder. So the first few milestones is going to take you less than 10 minutes to grab, and that's going to get you 36 units. I think every single player should grab those units because it's just the easiest, highest amount of units you can get. Now, what I did was compare all the different milestone values to see where we're going to get the most bang for our time. And I didn't include the first small milestones as far as the breakdown, but I included those units in the 150,000 per milestone stages. So if you do up to all of the 150,000 milestones, it's going to get you 2.9 units per minute spent. And that's going to get you up to 78 units if you do all of them up to the first 200,000 per milestone spread. And so that's almost 3 units per minute. That's some really good time value for your time. And then we get to the 200,000 per milestone and it drops a bit. And once you hit the 200,000 milestones, you're going to be getting 1.7 units per minute for the next 26 units. There's only a couple of those milestones. After that, it goes to 250,000 per milestone, and that is 1.35 units per minute for another 54 units. And then after that, all the milestones are 300,000 per milestone, and that is going to give you about 1.2 units per minute, and you can get another 112 units from those milestones. So that's breaking down each milestone spread, but now let's just do it all added up. If you keep progressing to a certain point, the total units per minute will average out to a little bit better. So if you go up to 600,000 points, that's going to get you, like we said, the 2.9 units per minute, and that is a total of 78 units. That takes about 30 minutes total, less than 30 minutes. That took me 25 minutes to do. That's an average of less than 10 minutes per day, which is 78 units per arena. And if you average that out over an entire month, you're going to get over 700 units if you include the units from battle chips. That is very easy to do. Even the most casual players could probably find 10 minutes to put into arena every day just to grab those easy milestones and get you units over time that if you do it for 3 or 4 months, you're going to have enough for a 4th of July deal that maybe up to 5,000 units for that, or saving for the gifting event. But it really will add up, just that tiny bit of time invested. If you continue down to about 1 million points, that overall, the entire arena that you've done so far is going to be giving you about 2.4 units per minute for a total of 104 units. And then if you continue to 2 million points, that is 2 units per minute. And if you do every single milestone, it averages out in total to be about 1.5 units per minute. But keep in mind, the last half of the milestones, the last 2 million points, are half as valuable or half as efficient as the first 2 million points, because we end up having those 300,000 point spreads only being about 1 to 1.2 units per minute, whereas up to 2 million, we were getting 2 units per minute. So where do you want to invest your time to get the most units out of your time invested? Well, the first milestones in the Summoner Trials arena are by far the best. But as we saw, once you get to the 2,000 point milestone spread, your unit gain per minute is less than 2. But when we did the 5 stars in the basic 6-star arena, we got about 2 units per minute. So once you get to about 600,000 to 1 million points in the Summoner Trials, you should probably be also spending time in the basic 6-star arena with just your top champions. Now, if you only have a handful of rank 5 5-stars or rank 2 6-stars, just get yourself to the 3 times multiplier and then just run your rank 5 5-stars and rank 2 6-stars plus when you have them available to pick up some extra points. But don't worry about completing it all, because once you start using lower tier or lower levels, then it's not going to be as valuable. And then focus on Summoner's Trials as much as you can. And if you just chip away at the first 5 to 10 milestones in the Summoner's Trials and then the first handful in the 6-star basic, you're going to be surprised how many units you get for a little amount of effort. Now, really quick, let's demonstrate how you can speed through the early stages of the milestones where you're not getting the multiplier points, and you can use your lower tier champions, the ones that aren't as valuable in points. I'm just throwing in some champions right now. And what you want to do is only get 2 fights done and quit the 3rd one, because the points that you are getting with the minimal multiplier is not really that valuable, and it's much better if you just save the time to get up to your 3 times streak quicker. That's my opinion, and maybe others agree or disagree, but it works nicely for me. And then you just quit out of the 3rd fight and move on to the next streak and the next multiplier, because you only need 2 fights to maintain your streak. This you can do with sandbagging. You can just bring in a lower star level champion or whatever it may be and just quit out of the 3rd fight. So for the first 5 streaks, all you're doing is 2 out of the 3 fights, and that actually can add up to a pretty significant amount of time. It's only a few minutes, but it definitely has an impact when you're trying to grind out milestones really quickly. Another tip that does not work 100% of the time is intercepting, which is when you tap the light attack as much as you can at the very start of the fight. And then I like to continue with 4 hits and then do a dash back intercept, which usually works. And then I do another dash back intercept before they have 1 bar of power. And after a full 5-hit combo, you have enough power for your special 1, and usually that will finish off the fight in most scenarios. Now, it doesn't work 100% of the time. It depends on which champion you're using and which champion you're going against. But again, you see, we do 4 hits, back out, do another dash back intercept, and we just finish off another combo. They never throw a special attack before you kill them, and you can finish fights very quickly. It's important to do a light, medium, light, and then your dash back intercept, because it makes it more reliable than ending with a medium before you do your dash back. Sometimes things are thrown off a little bit. You just have to make do. But again, no special attacks were thrown by the opponent. You get to your special 1, and this one ended the fight. So I do hope this video was helpful. Good luck, and I hope to see you in the next video.